Hi guys, and welcome to another Sunday's Impulse. As always, we're here to do some art together, so if you don't have any idea yet what to do this weekend, or if you just don't know what kind of art piece you should start next, you're at the right place to get some inspiration, so let's dive into the process together. So we're just gonna work on a normal A4 size piece of paper, and then we're gonna need like a big brush, a small brush, and some kind of scraping utensil. If you don't have these kind of painting scrapers, whatever they're called, you can also use a kitchen knife. Just make sure to clean it properly right away so it doesn't stick with the paint forever. So yeah, that's all we need, except we still need some color. So we're gonna use some kind of autumny colors, but we're also gonna go a little bit colder by using some blue and also some black, because it's already way colder than the last time we did some challenge, and I really want to show that in the painting. We make sure to attach this one onto the table or onto some kind of paint board if you don't want to work at a table. And yeah, just to make sure it doesn't bend too much during the process of painting. Also, I really like the white edge that stays there when you tape off the edges at the start and paint the rest of the paper. You're gonna, at the end, when you remove the tape again, you're gonna end up with these framing lines over there and over. Yeah, just every edge will be the framing line, so that it's gonna look really clean. Now we gotta get started preparing our palette. First of all, some light tones. Oh no. Just like gonna put this somewhere here. I know this palette is way more messy than you should work with, but I like it. And I don't really care. So, some green. Some darker colors. Some black. And some blue. And there we go. Now that I see this green color so bright, I'm gonna add some kind of reddish tone right next to it. And just like to tone it down a little bit more into an autumn color green and not such a bright grass green anymore. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, I'm gonna take some of this lighter color and just add a bit of a horizon to this painting, since we want to have like a bright horizon. And then we're just gonna go straight in with some kind of mix with red and green. I'm just gonna like crash a little bit of it underneath to give it some rough atmosphere right there. This is what we're heading for. Also adding a little bit more of this upwards. Give it a little bit of some grass feeling too. Just work this like right there. This is what we were heading for. Now I already started off nicely by hinting a landscape. Nothing yet too much, but this is looking like a pretty good start. Just adding a little bit of greenish extra throughout this thing now. And we're just going to tone it towards a little bit of colder tone with the blue, and I'm just gonna like slam in some of it to this painting. So now we kind of slammed on the colors real nicely, and I just want to like give a bit of this kind of reflection down here as well as that one. And then we already got this pretty smooth. Now I'm just gonna take like this small brush and add a couple of these highlights to the grass again. As well as I'm adding a little bit of more red to the foreground. Create a nice lot of contrast right there. Now this just looks like a pretty decent scene. Need to add a little bit of like foggy cold tones too. Now we do have a pretty colorful basic scene right here. And now we're gonna add in some harsh contours to the foreground. Now I'm just gonna go with some black. Not pure black, just try tone it a bit more towards the gray. And then I'm just harshly adding it to the front. Really scraping off some of the paint to create a bit of some color see-through effects, but be careful not to like scratch your painting on the process, because then that would really not be nice if you just tear the paper by adding some special effects. So yeah, there we go. A little bit of a line right there. And now we get this nice abstract landscape look. This is exactly what we were going for. It can look completely different for you. I just have this wild kind of abstract painting that reminds of a landscape. And it's just something to drift into. we're just gonna let this dry. And then our Sunday's impulse artwork is already done for the weekend. I hope you had fun joining me in my process, and I really hope you find some time to do this for yourself as well.